Where did Valentine's Day originate? That's a weird question, isn't it? We're not even near February. And somebody got Valentine's on the brain. No, somebody wrote me a question and they had a list of about 400 things that they wanted the origin to. I'm sorry, it's 4 things that they wanted the origin to, and Valentine's Day was one of them. And so I thought, well, I'll just take one each Q&A and we'll eventually get the answers to that. Have you ever even asked yourself that question? Where did Valentine's Day come from? Chateau hasn't. Some trace the origins of Valentine's Day all the way back to the early days of the Roman Empire. And in the city of Rome, they used to celebrate a feast called Lupercalia. Lupercalia. Now there's 2 things that make individuals think that this very well may be the origin of Valentine's Day. Number 1, it was celebrated between February 13th and February 15th. Right in the middle of what? Right in the middle of Valentine's Day. Secondly, this particular feast honored 2 gods. One by the name of Pan, one by the name of Juno, and they were the gods of marriage, love, and fertility. What's Valentine's Day all about? Ooshy-gooshy love, isn't it? Ooh. We hope Cupid comes along and shoots some arrows, don't we? That feast was celebrated for a long, long time by pagans and by Christians. Isn't that interesting? But a pope came along and he didn't like the pagan aspect of the celebration. A pope by the name of Gelasius. Or Jealous, I can't even say his name hardly. Gelasius. And he changed that feast to another name. He changed it to the Feast of the Blessed Mother of Jesus. Okay, the Blessed Mother Mary. And yet it was still associated with love between individuals. Now again, that's one theory. One of the most prominent stories, however, has to do with another man by the name of Valentine. He was a priest in the city of Rome itself. On one occasion, he was arrested and he was put in prison. And while he was there, it is said that he healed the daughter of the prison guard who was overseeing her. Her name was Julia. Those who had arrested Valentine did all they could do to get him to renounce his Christianity and to accept paganism while he was in prison. And all he did was beg and plead with them to convert to Christianity. Therefore, orders were given for him to be executed. However, before he was executed, he wrote a letter to that young lady by the name of Julia. And when she received that letter, she opened it, she read it, and notice how it was signed. From your Valentine. Interesting, isn't it? So many believe that the origin of Valentine's Day is in celebration of this priest who gave his life and is now known as Saint Valentine in the Catholic Church. Now there are about 100 other stories as to the origin of Valentine's Day. So you want to know what I'm really telling you? We don't know where it originated. These are just some of the stories that are given to try to help us maybe understand where it did come from. I even tried to find the very first time that it was placed on the calendar on February the 14th as Valentine's Day. And guess what? You can't find that very first time it was officially put on the calendar as Valentine's Day. One of the most obscure holidays on our calendars, folks. In the course of time, it, like other things, became embellished, didn't it? I just mentioned a while ago Cupid. He is the Roman god of love. And Cupid is supposed to fly around, and he's got a bow and arrow, and he's supposed to strike love into the hearts of lovers, isn't he? Precious little Cupid. The heart, that is the seat of all emotions, including the emotion of love, is it not? We find too, birds are associated with this particular time period. And the reason is because this is the time that birds mate during mid-February, and soon there will be eggs that are laid, and not long thereafter in the spring, birds will be flying, won't they? We send cards, there's flowers, there's candy, there's gifts, and it has expanded to almost everybody, hasn't it? Lovers are Valentines, family are Valentines, friends are Valentines, close associates are Valentines. Everybody is a what? Is my Valentine. I remember being in elementary school. Your mom and dad would have to go buy a box of Valentines, wouldn't they? And there's maybe 2 or 3 different kinds and 2 or 3 different sayings, and there were certain people in your class that you'd say something to that you wanted that one to go to, and certain ones that said this one, and someone you didn't really even want to give to them. But because they're in your class, they're your Valentine. It's just opened up everybody. Everybody's your Valentine, isn't it? It's unbelievable. Over the world, Valentine's Day has become a multi-billion-dollar industry, folks. $27 billion is spent on Valentine's Day in the United States of America alone. 27 billion. Ooh-wee. That's a lot of money, isn't it? The average couple spends about $200 during Valentine's Day. Oh, not us. I don't know. You buy chocolate, that's $20. Flowers, that's $100. You go out to eat somewhere, that's another $100, $200. Doesn't take long to spend $200, does it? I can walk out of Walmart with one bag, $200. Guarantee it. Unbelievable, isn't it? Some refer to all that spending as this, the price of love. I love that. Yep. What are y'all doing all that spending for? Well, that's just the price of love. Let's talk about a few additional thoughts with regard to Valentine's Day. The first one is this. Folks, when we celebrate a holiday, we do not have to give credence to everything that has been involved in that holiday throughout the entirety of the centuries. Let's assume for a moment that Valentine's Day is in honor of a man by the name of Saint Valentine connected with the Catholic Church. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day in honor of Saint Valentine. Didn't hardly even know the man until this lesson. How can you celebrate somebody you don't know? So it's possible that you can celebrate aspects of a holiday without celebrating every component of that holiday, isn't it? And the second one is this. There's nothing wrong in taking a day and celebrating love between various individuals, especially 2 individuals who have pledged their love forever to one another. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, the Bible talks about love being the greatest quality that you and I could manifest. Notice what Paul says in Colossians 3:14. And above all things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Listen to those words. Above all these things. He had listed numerous Christian qualities prior to this verse. But he says this one is above all of them. Peter says exactly the same thing in 1 Peter 4:8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. Folks, if we're going to celebrate any quality It ought to be love. If you don't have love, you've got what? Absolutely nothing, according to 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 through 3. Probably in our world, we need to do a lot more celebrating of love, don't we? Notice this next one. The celebration of love needs to be more than just on one day, doesn't it? It's okay to do it one day. It's okay to highlight that day. But don't think, well, I did it today, so I won't do it again until next year. Now, I'm not saying spend $200 every day. That'd be crazy. But we can celebrate love every day, can't we? Watch this next one. A good way, in fact, the best way to express love is by what? By showing it. You can tell somebody something all you want to. Oh, I love you. But if you never show it, if it's never demonstrated, what good are the words? Love needs to be manifested. I don't remember my dad telling me very often that he loved me. You know that? I just don't remember it. My dad wasn't that way. When I walked into the house, he didn't say, oh, hey, Vic, come here. Give me a big hug and say, you know, boy, I love you. But you know what? I know my daddy loved me. How did I know that? It wasn't because he told me. It's because he showed me that he loved me. And I knew he did. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Isn't that what John says? My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in what? And in truth. That's the way you show love. How did God manifest His love toward us? In that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5, verse 8. So the buying of a gift, the sending of a card, the giving of some candy, folks, is just an expression of what? An expression of love, isn't it? Every gift is a sacrifice from the one who gives it. How about this? Like so many other holidays, we can get overwhelmed in the commercial nature of the day, can't we? When I was a kid, I loved Christmas. Now that I'm an adult, it ain't my favorite. I endure it. I don't know that I enjoy it. You know it? And it's because it's so commercialized, isn't it? And it seems like every holiday is getting that way. Have you walked into the stores? They're already getting us ready for Halloween. We're not even out of summer yet. We spend too much money. We put ourselves in debt. And we think we have to provide for so many people, don't we? If I buy for one, I got to buy for all. That's what I was talking about a while ago in our class situation. If you had 30 kids in class, 30 cards, 30 pieces of candy. You had to buy for everybody. And that's our mentality, isn't it? And we get overwhelmed by that. So the best thing to do is keep it simple as far as the true Valentines who are in our life.